Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 14 of Papstalk podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We got Nina Bankz on the show. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything, from music to twatter drama. Let's hit the motherfucking intro. Nina, how's it going?
I am amazing. How are you doing?
Doing very well. Thank you very much. Just to be fully transparent with the audience here, you and I have been wanting to sit down together since I moved here, basically. Since I moved here. We've had opportunities here and there, but I don't think we've captured the conversation the way we wanted. And I'm glad that we're actually able to do this now.
Yeah, me too.
You know, it's tradition around here for the guests to introduce themselves. It gives a personal touch to the listeners. So having said that, introduce yourself to the crowd.
Hello, I am Nina Bankz with a Z, not a S, and I am a Wu-Tang rapper and singer, songwriter, choreographer, marketer, everything. I am working on an EP and an album. It's coming out, both of them, this year. And I'm so excited to put all that out, and I want everyone to see me on those stages performing and killing it. So make sure you're looking out for me.
There's a lot that you do. There's a whole bunch that you do, and music is just one small part of them.
Yeah.
When someone asks you, like, what do you do? Is it that full rap sheet, or do you have like a, you know what, I'm a X or a Y? Like, what is that? What is that one thing?
Well, I forgot producer and audio engineer, but I just guess I'm like an all-rounded artist. I want to, have my hand in everything. I want to write for other people. I want to do choreo for other people. I just really want to have a part of everything. I think I can really do it all. I've been doing it for like 2 years now. I haven't been an artist like debuted for 2 years, but around like this time 2 years ago today, I wrote my first single. Then it came out like at the end of 2022.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
When it comes to like subject matter in the songs, it's something that I was talking about recently with one of the other artists from Wu-Tang. Just kind of like there's a wide spectrum of things that you can sing about, especially in Los Santos. Like there's a million things that happen a day. What would you say your kind of foundation is? Is there a certain topic that you cover? Is there anything that you highlight in your music?
I really think empowerment for everybody is really important for me, but I think a lot of people think that I kind of am one-dimensional, but I'm much like, I really am not. I really do a lot of different things. Every comeback I do, every project is like a different sound and really a different topic, and I can pretty much always try to reach for a different kind of thing every time. I always want there to be something for somebody, even if like they don't like this, but they might like something else, I think that's very important to me. And just for any artist, honestly, keeping it fresh.
Absolutely. And at the same time, I think, like, for speaking for myself personally, shit changes. Like I was saying, a million things could happen in a day, and you could, be vibing one thing, not the other.
Exactly.
And write something about that, and kind of tackle it that way. When we were doing a little bit of research here, on before getting you on the podcast, a couple of people wanted me to ask you about your social media presence. They said you have a strong social media presence. You're twatter famous.
I am an obsession. Everyone's obsessed with me. Yeah, good or bad.
Let's talk a little bit about that. How does that start? How does one? Listen, I'm old. Okay, Nina, I'm a little old. Twatter.
Me too.
I
I'm
just
73.
downloaded that thing.
73.
Oh, 70. You look incredible for 73.
Thank you.
For 73, you're using social media like nobody's business. Tell me a little bit about that. How did that happen? How did you get into that?
So I used to live in Detroit, and I used to be a little whore. But I moved over here because I really wanted a bigger life. I've done a lot of stuff in entertainment back then, many decades ago, but I always wanted to be a star, and I always was a star in my own way, but I have to really adjust. With every new decade there is always something new, and I think it's very important to do that, especially as an artist. Your social media is your biggest tool, and you always have to take advantage of that when it's around for you. And I'm just very, I guess, bold, so everyone has a feeling about how, I guess, crazy I am in different ways. People love it or hate it, and whatever, I don't care. I love it.
It's crazy to me to think how powerful twatter could be in terms of not just like, I use it to say, new episode of the podcast dropped, or selling car, or whatever it is. But a lot of people use it to genuinely communicate to a larger audience. What are some of the craziest twatter conversations you've had? Is there anything that pops to mind when I say something like that?
Well, lately it's just getting a little tired. Like every time I would like swat, there's someone that like I probably used to have sex with or used to be friends with, just like, really just harassing me, always want to hate on me. And it's like I'm just like it's really tired. I have thick skin, I don't really care, but I'm just like, can you get over me? It's a little annoying when someone's too obsessed with you. It's just like it's embarrassing almost. Like leave me alone. You know what I mean? Plenty of exes. I'm just like, enough. Like you need to move on. It's embarrassing.
Is there anyone in particular that you're thinking about when you say something like that?
Yeah, probably Zon Diaz, Tyreek. Every time I'll twat my music, he'll have to like twat his dumbass music no one cares about. Who else? There's a couple others. I don't really remember them off the top of my head because they're not that important. What's that guy's name? Ugh, I don't remember his name. Oh, John Joyce is a fucking loser. Who else? A lot of the Saints, because I like fucked half of them. Yeah, just like plenty of people. Like didn't have them come to my mind right now. It's just not that important to me. But yeah.
What are your thoughts on the that new legislation that passed that you can't like twat out raunchy shit or you can get fined for it? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, but I'm too fine to find this bitch, so I don't really care about that. It doesn't really affect me. People think I'm probably like way too explicit, but I'm not. Like if I do, it'll be like a lyric and it's not like anything crazy. I know there's people that just like twat corny stuff. It doesn't bother me, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure I just saw someone twat out cum a little.
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I think that's just corny, but and that's coming from someone that's hypersexual. I'm very sex positive. I don't care about it. Like I'm not gonna do that. I think that's just.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I feel like you're just as vocal out in the real world as you are on Twitter. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I think it's very important for me to always speak my mind, and everyone should. It's when you need to stand up for yourself, who else is gonna stand up for you? Nobody, because no one has my back like I have my own.
What kind of situations does that put you in? Is there repercussions? Did people get angry? Is there anybody that,
of course,
you know what I mean? Like what happens?
People will vandalize my properties, my cars. They'll spread hate about me. They'll go and talk to people that I'm close with and spread lies about me that I can always debunk because I'm a real ass bitch and I have nothing to hide.
Let's talk about one of these times. What's either the most recent or one that pops into your head? What kind of shit do you get into?
Especially friends of mine, because there are a lot of fake friends of mine. They'll always just go and call people that I'm involved with and go like say stuff, just start drama. And I'm just like, I'm just over that. I'm not drama anymore. Like it follows me, but I don't like to be drama.
Yeah.
So it's just annoying, especially like my exes too. They'll just go and like tell like people that I'm friends with, like, oh, Nina was crazy, this and that. I'm like, but I have proof of you doing this to me. I'm just like, why are you lying? Like now I have all these text screenshots. I'm just like, stop lying. It's so stupid. You're so embarrassing. We could both just move on. Like, why don't we do that?
It's really difficult to funnel. Would it be hard to like funnel who the real friends are?
I don't have any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stand alone. Stand tall, but stand alone.
I mean, everyone in Vinewood is fake. Can't trust anybody.
Okay. And how do you navigate through that? Because talking from personal experience, it's very difficult to kind of get a lot of shit done when you're doing it alone.
Yeah, that's actually something I've been navigating through very recently. I get a lot of stuff done on my own. I mean, I always have. I had complete control over what I do, but now I have more hands-on for like the way I put my music out. You have to have like your connections and stuff for certain things, like events or mixing, mastering, whatever the hell you're doing. But at the end of the day, you just have to make that all that is just business. You can't have it be something that hurts your feelings anymore. And that's something I've had to learn over many years. And, it just doesn't really affect me anymore. I'm not surprised by anything. And no one really should be.
Let's talk a little bit about the history. We'll get back into the music and the way you're full circling everything when it comes to the music. But let's talk a little bit about the history. 73, looking incredible, and doing your thing solo. Tell me a little bit about your history. Where you come from? When did you move to Los Santos?
I moved to Los Santos maybe 2 years ago, and I used to do really everything. I would interior design, I would sell cars, fix cars, do really everything. And I think it's important to be very well-rounded in anything you do. If that's what you're interested in doing, I like to do a lot of different things and try a lot of things. In my whole life, I've done everything. I used to be an EMS, a doctor, plenty of things. It's very important to find out what you love. And I think I've discovered that my greatest passion and like the end of the road for me is music. entertainment.
Is there like a goal that you're working towards, or is it just like let me keep going and trying different things along the path?
Not really. I think I like to experiment a lot too. So I think just putting out my projects and just keep it pushing is really my goal, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same. I'm rolling with the punches, so to speak. Anytime I think of something to kind of try to overcome, try to create, try to make, it just that's the new project for that little while, and then I'll move on to the next one for sure.
Exactly.
Tell me a little bit about you mentioned audio engineering, mixing and mastering now. So you're basically a full production company in one. You can write your own music, sing your own music, record your own music, mix it and master it yourself all together. Why was that important?
I think that it really doesn't limit my creativity because like a lot of songs I put out, I'll have like the whole stems for the beat and I'll like mix and I'll do after production. Like this EP I have, there's the first track on it. It's like there's the beat, right? And I bought the beat and I did a lot of after production that really makes a lot of details come out of it and really fit with the song, and I love it so much. And even from the beginning, like I mixed my first single, like the instrumental, because it sounded like really like low quality before, and I had no knowledge of what I was doing. I was just clicking anything, honestly. But my first single for my album is called What AF, featuring Zarina Vega, an amazing legendary friend of mine. She's been making music for a long time. I mixed like the whole beat. It was also like very Y2K sounding, which like that's the vibe of the song, but the beat also sounded like it was really produced in the 2000s, and I wanted to make it sound more modern because that's very important. So like I did all that like by myself, and I've learned a lot, and I mix most of my songs, like the vocals, and I have it mastered by my friend Rich now. So it's like a really good process I have right now. I think a lot of people don't have like a process that they're really locked in with, and I think that's very important. As you develop as an artist, you need to have that same schedule and like that same routine. Very important to get stuff done.
I'm very much the same when it comes to creating music. I just have a process that I follow, and I kind of don't stray from that path unless it's something that I want to hear. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, I need to make it sound this way, and let me dive in and try to figure that out.
Yeah, it's really good.
And the music industry is backstabbing and talking shit, all that stuff, and on the other side of the spectrum that we talked about. Does the music industry have that as well?
Of course. I mean, you see there's beefs all the time, and it's like, low-key, I love it. I live for it. Sometimes it can get a little tiring because some people do too much, but I think like a good rap beef is fun, even if it's like, a friend and like there's some drama. I think it's fun. I wish there was more of that, especially like in my lane for female rappers, because there is a couple female rappers, Lasagna, Valentine Dollar, Jenny on the mic, and that's really who I can think of that are active. Right now, I feel like there are people that are constantly pushing out music. Like right now is me, because they're still putting out music. I'll never say they're not, but I feel like they're just not as around as me, or like they've already been around for so long that I feel kind of alone. Right now, it's kind of sad, and I wish there was like more female rappers that can collab with and make fun songs with, like how there was before I really started.
Yeah,
and like also have some drama with. I think that's fun. It's just, I feel like sometimes I'm just kind of standing alone.
Where is everybody? The last time I spoke to anybody from Wu Chang was a while ago. Do you know what's happening with that? Where is Wu Chang?
Oh, we just bought a building actually. We had a building, but it was kind of just, we like moved out of that building, and we're going to move into this new one, and hopefully a lot of our other artists come around more. We still have artists come around, but it's a little bit like we're picking up everything again,
Yeah.
And Pride Month is about to come up right now. There's gonna be a lot of events, so of course everyone's gonna come around for that every year, and it's like really fun. They're gonna show lots of new music. I'm excited for that.
By the way, just a little sidetrack here. We mentioned drama and then the music industry and kind of rap battles and stuff. I got to listen to some of the latest ones. SK, OTT, P Money. Those guys were going at it for a little bit. Did you hear any of those?
Nope. I don't really listen to that. It's just not my vibe. The same way, like, I don't think they'd ever listen to my music, and that's fine, but not really my vibe. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I don't do the gang drama or whatever that is, But I think it's cool. I think that everyone loves that. I think they should do that. And, they're all very hard-hitting rappers, and I think that's important, competitive, and that's how it should always be.
It's very interesting for me because, I mean, we don't have fucking metal beef battles. We don't.
I know.
You don't get a diss track from a metal band to another metal band. So it's always very interesting
Imagine
for me.
screaming at each other on a song. That'd be crazy. Yeah.
I mean, we kind of do that already. So it's just it's very different. I think in that regard. I should actually look that up. I wonder if there's any beef diss tracks. Pretty sure there are.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, we should. Maybe that's something I can look into. Maybe if somebody pisses me off, you guys are hearing it here first.
Get into it.
I'm gonna scream at you.
Yeah.
You know, a bunch of people listening to this. We're gonna be burning tapes and spreading it out. What's a message you want to convey to the people of Los Santos?
You know, I don't have a problem with being an obsession, but like honestly, sometimes I wish y'all would like get your mouth off my pussy because like I'm just like tired of waking up. I'll just like twat hi or like post like a cute picture and bitches will be hating on me. I'm just like, why are you so jealous of me? Like you really want to cut my skin and wear it. Like I think you need to just stand on your own and like really be yourself and be happy with yourself because a lot of people are just so obsessed. And it's like, it's really weird. Like you need to get off my dick, bro. You know, it's just jealousy. Ugh.
Just jealousy. Stop being jealous.
Gross.
Yeah, even though the obsession is a crown that you wear, it's also a burden, I feel.
Oh, definitely. It's really tiring sometimes. Like even, you know, people think I'm messy. Like even my friends would think I'm messy. But though, like witness people just coming at me all the time. And like, you know what? Like honestly, I get you. I get why you are the way you are because you have to always stand your grounds. And I'm just like, yes, because people come at me first, and when I like clap back, now I'm the problem. Like I'm the one that started. I'm like, no. You are just mad that I cleared the fuck out of you, you know?
Yeah, I can imagine that being exhausting after a while. You've been here for a minute, so it'll probably, you know, have some.
Not within my whole life.
Down. Yeah.
I just want positivity in my life all the time, and it's just like, you know what? I'm fine being the villain, but just don't act like it's for no reason.
That's a great quote there. That's a great quote. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, with that being said, thank you guys for listening. Nina, you have something to talk about before we hit the outro. There's a brand new single out.
Yes, it's called Opulent by Nina Bankz, again with the Z, not a S. It's out now everywhere, and I have another lead single for my EP coming soon. That one's gonna be really exciting. It's very different for me, and I'm so excited for everyone to hear it. It's very catchy, and it's co-written by my friend Valentine Dalla, a legend in the music scene, another female rapper that I always have known for a long time and I look up to. That's my bitch. So look out for that too.
In the description of the podcast, we'll have links to all of those, and we'll even update it as things get released, so you guys can always check them out. I'm very, very excited to hear it. I thoroughly enjoyed the last single that you dropped and the full EP.
So much.
It was awesome.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Well, the rules are around here. The podcast is not officially over until you say the 3 magic words, hit the outro. So from me, from Paps, thank you guys for listening. If you made it this far into the episode, make sure you check retweet the announcement about the episode dropping. And I'll hand the mic off to Nina. Nina, tell the people of Los Santos whatever you have in mind. And whenever you're ready to end the episode, hit the outro.
Los Santos, I hate all you bitches. Hit the outro. Mwah.